Meditation and on meditation practice, the practice of living awareness. Let's look at a few of its factors, because as we do, we will not only see the distinction of the practice of living awareness as a meditation practice and a practice that, due to its name, wants to be a practice of living awareness. Every day, all the time, change our awareness to be alive and change our life to be aware. Very simple. So as we talk about these few things with the practice of living awareness, you will undoubtedly hear that they are not doctrinal. They don't come from a particular religious background. They do share in common factors that all meditation practices down through history, no matter who taught them, no matter what country they arose in, and no matter what time they arose in, that all meditation practices, if they are true meditation practices, they have the same primary factors in common. Those factors are simply breath, something to do with the mind, and something to do usually with the heart. The heart factor often comes out as in equanimity, sharing, kindness, character building, virtue, things like that, goodness, generosity, things like that. Breath is talked about in every single meditation practice. There isn't one that doesn't talk about breath. The difference between the different practices tends to be what they do with it and the focus that is put upon it, the type of focus that is put upon it. And mind. Mindfulness, clarity of mind, still mind, quiet mind, creative mind. Mind plays a factor in meditation. Well, the practice of living awareness, yep, it does too. These three things do too. But added to them, and I will come back to them in a moment, but added to them are a few other things that have to do with the philosophy behind the practice of living awareness. Because the practice is non-doctrinal and is not born of a religious base, it needs to have a philosophy behind it, because there has to be something from which the practice is born. The philosophy is very simply that we are incarnated beingness, if you want. Every single human being. For that matter, every single everything. That's the philosophy that's behind this. Saying that then offers a couple of important things right away. This practice is about here. 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 This practice is about embodying. This practice is not about transcendence. Why? Well, a few reasons, and simply said, we've been doing the transcendence thing for a really long time as human beings. It has brought us tremendous benefit. It has also codified various systems of thought and structure into human life, such as authority. Authority is transcendent to us, to the individual. It's transcendent. Our boss at work, the parent to the child, the police officer to the person who just got pulled over, the IRS, the government, the weather, God, Goddess. On and on. These things are transcendent, bigger than us. We can reach out towards them, but we might not be able to reach them. We can send a letter to Washington, D.C., if you live in the United States of America. Whether or not it gets to the president or a senator or whoever, we don't really know. We can reach toward with some sort of composure towards the police officer that just pulled us over. That might or might not do any good. You get the point. We can reach towards, aspire towards, pray towards, meditate towards God or whatever and whoever is a religious figure to which we do that. And we will, just like in meditation, hopefully have some sort of a response. We will feel some sort of a response. We will hear some sort of a response, inside our heart. But you get the point. Transcendence. The practice of living awareness is about embodiment. Why? Because we are embodied, incarnate beingness, consciousness. That's the premise. That's the fundamental premise of this practice. And that everybody is. And that everything is. The vagaries of different people, and some people are, very troubled people and cause a lot of trouble. Some people are very harmful. But if we really look at ourselves, we probably throw around a lot of harm ourselves too. So we can't look at one another and point fingers and say, well, how can that person be embodied beingness? No way. Throw that principle right out. I'm not even going to look at this meditation practice. And that's fine. But the truth is, if we really look at ourselves too, then we will say, yeah, I can be harmful sometimes. I can be mean sometimes. I can be short-tempered sometimes. I can be ...